而在全球暖化的遏制里头，其实很重要的一项事情是 quit the oil 变成电动车。Toyota 呢宣布要进军电动车，本周正式的宣布。同时 ，Toyota 底下的 Lexus 品牌也希望对中国大陆的市场、对日本很多市场做到100%都是电动汽车。电动汽車成了2021年大家在面对全球暖化里头一个最重要的趋势。
ご覧ください。さらなるトヨタのバッテリー EV ラインナップです。
丰田社長於12月14號在東京舉行豐田新電動車發表會，發表純電動汽車最新目標。
私たちは2030年にバッテリー EV のグローバル販売台数で年間350万台を目指します。
丰田汽车的目标还包括到2030年达到30款电动汽车，以及2035年旗下 Lexus 将全部改为电动汽车。同场还加码宣布，丰田将对电池技术投资2兆日元，相当于176亿美金。
It's better known as the giant firm that makes many of Apple's iPhones. But Monday saw Taiwan's Foxconn unveil its first electric vehicles. The sedan, SUV and bus will be made by its new Foxtron joint venture with Taiwan carmaker Yulon Motor.
鸿海于2020年出资51%，与裕隆49%合资鸿华先进。裕隆汽车表示，他们将是第一批利用鸿海的平台和自己的品牌生产汽车的厂商。
Over the past year, it has announced a series of deals and partnerships. Most recently, it has said that it will buy an Ohio factory from electric truck maker Lordstown Motors.
鸿海还宣布，将来会在这个工厂为另一家美国电动车新创公司 Fisker 生产超过25万辆汽车。
When do you expect your first vehicle here built in the United States to actually roll off the assembly line in Lordstown?
So originally we had said Q1 2024, but I think I just talked to the chairman of Foxconn yesterday, and we think we might be able to do it a little quicker because this plant is in sort of a ready state.
鸿海与丰田在电动车扩大投资的时机，正好赶上拜登政府全力扶植电动车的时刻。
They're a vision of the future that is now beginning to happen, a future of the automobile industry that is electric.
拜登签下行政命令，希望请美国政府之力推广国人购买使用电动车。拜登与车厂定下2030年让电动车登上全美车市50%市占的目标。在破坏美国电动车大国梦的背后，拜登有着决心降低国内温室气体碳排量的规划和寄望对抗中国在电动车市场崛起的盘算。现实又是如何呢
？In 2020, EV sales in the U.S. were far below Europe and China. Out of the 3.24 million electric cars sold, only 328,000 were in the U.S. 1.33 million were sold in China, and 1.39 million were sold in Europe. Despite the pandemic, deliveries of EVs grew year over year in 2020 by 43% globally. The U.S. only saw a 4% increase.
再来，买了电动车，最关键的是充电问题。中国在充电站规划也遥遥领先美国。中国已有558000座充电站，全美包含公共及私人，加起来不超过10万座。
Even Tesla has a massive network in China with thousands of points. And China has already unified their charging infrastructure. So whatever car you're buying, you know that you could go to a station and get charged up. So America, first step, should try to work toward a unified standard for charging so that no matter what electric vehicle you're buying, you'll have peace of mind knowing, oh, I can get it charged there.
早在今年4月，拜登提出总规模2兆美金基础建设投资案时，为求大力发展国内电动车产业，就拟出1740亿美金，力拼2030年前广设50万座充电站。不过，在历经2党激烈攻防后，电动车充电站建设经费仅剩75亿美金，就连电动车的心脏电池 美国仅有4座电池生产厂，中国有120座。
The world is concentrated in Northeast Asia. It's Japan, Korea, and China. Together, they account for about 95% of total battery production for vehicles. Now, within that 95%, China has more than 60% at this point. So it's clearly the leader in terms of battery production capabilities.
China's betting big on electric vehicles for several reasons. First, they've always been a follower in traditional vehicles, and they wanted to find a way to catch up technologically and not be dependent on Europe or the US on engine technology. Also, they have a significant air pollution problem, and they're also the world's largest importer of oil.
China is the world's biggest emitter of greenhouse gases and has pledged to be carbon neutral by 2060. In an effort to support the adoption of EVs, the Chinese government has played a massive role. It has spent tens of billions of dollars to support the sales of electric vehicles.
It's no secret that without regulation, without rules, without subsidies, electric vehicles would have never gotten off the ground, whether it's in California, in China, or in Europe. It's been the government pushing the electric vehicle future. China's been the most aggressive in this regard.
In the US, there is a $7,500 tax credit available, but not all cars are eligible, and the incentive goes away if the automaker sells more than 200,000 cars.
不过以 Tesla 为例，2018年就突破销售20万辆的上限，因此民主党再提案，好让 Tesla 与福特等车厂能再次获得补贴。
I think the perception is that China is winning the electric vehicle race because there's so many subsidies in place. But if we look closer, something happened in 2020 that shifted the picture. When Tesla arrived in the market and other EV startups like NIO and XPeng began to deliver highly desirable, good-looking, reliable, long-range vehicles, Chinese customers, for the first time, said, we don't need subsidies to make the decision to buy this electric car.
我希望大家要有点耐心，要仔细观看这一部100年汽车变革剧，好戏啊还在后头。